Jazzcast Pros.
I didn't make it, you guys. I'm just gonna come clean. I know I'm not the only one out there that's dealing with this, especially now for the holidays. There's cookies everywhere, and I have been on this sugar-free quest, and I fell off the wagon. Spectacularly, I might add. They were giving cupcakes away. Now, I should have just walked away. Really, come on, you guys. I should have just walked away, right? No, I did not. My sugar-free journey, I'm not going to say it hasn't ended, but I did fall off the wagon. And today's episode is all about how I fell and the process to get back on. Welcome to Living the Front Seat Life. I'm your host, Kelly Marie, and I invite you to take this journey with me. We're going to be talking about all things mental health and emotional well-being. You see, I am a overcomer. If you are interested in figuring out the path for you to determine how and where you will drive your future, this is the place to be. We get to determine the ride. We may not get to determine the weather or who's on the road with us or if it's going to be a scenic route or not. But we are the drivers. So join me on this ride, living the front seat life. So about almost a month ago, I started this sugar fast. We can call it a fast. I wanted to remove all processed sugar from my diet. I did not take out fruits or food that is naturally high in sugar. So just processed sugars, candy, creamers, coffee creamer, honey. For the most part, I still needed some because I was having some issues with my throat. But cough drops, no processed sugars. It was, if you go back and check out the other episodes, it was rough. Let me tell you, the first couple days were brutal. I had horrible headaches. I couldn't think straight. I was in this like weird brain fog. It was just brutal. I don't know another way to say it. I was very short-tempered, which is not good for anybody. I was just very quiet. I made sure that I just kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to say anything that would hurt anybody's feelings or, get me in trouble. So around day 4, I'd say, things started to look up. They were better. I could feel a difference in my awakeness. I was sleeping better. I didn't have that mid-afternoon nap need. And I was feeling really, really good. Around day 12, I was in New York City for my Rubinger fellowship. We were getting together for the first time, my LISC Rubinger fellow peeps and I, for our final get-together. It was our first and final get-together, which was amazing. But I decided to push myself and go to Times Square and Rockefeller Center to spend some alone time amongst all of the people. I, am on this quest to do new things, to try new things, to push myself. Remember the Grand Fondo and the 20 plus mile race. Well, it wasn't a race, but bike ride. It felt like a race. So going into New York, walking the streets by myself was a very traumatic experience for me. Like, I was freaking out on the inside. Like, on the outside, I knew I had to be cool, calm, and collected. But on the inside, it was a little scary. My traditional fear, anxiety, I don't use the word fear, but there was some fear there. It wasn't based in anything. It wasn't founded in anything. Just this anxiety of being alone. I didn't think I would be lost. I mean, I'm in the middle of Times Square. You can't get lost, really. There's lights everywhere. I wasn't concerned for my safety. I wasn't worried about, somebody clunking me over my head and dragging me off, to some faraway place. Like, I was not concerned for my safety at all. I did shed a tear of anxiety, I fixed my face and got myself together and was determined to find some joy, to do something that would be joyful for me, right? It's New York City. It's supposed to be a fun experience, right? And so I needed to find that for myself. So I walked from Times Square over to Rockefeller Center, and it's a couple of blocks of fun, which is a little less intimidating than Times Square. Still lots of people, but more private space. More, you have more like breathing room. I could take a breath and feel okay. And so I spent most of my time in that area. Well, there's this bakery, Magnolia's, and they're famous for their banana pudding. And so I'm not a banana pudding, it's good, but I'm not trying to break my neck to get any. But let me tell you about the rest of their baked goods. So as I'm walking around and just enjoying, I really wasn't enjoying myself, but trying to enjoy myself, I took pictures and smiled, and they weren't fake smiles. They were smiles of triumph. Like, even in the midst of this anxiety, I was still able to win. I was victorious because I pushed myself to do something that I never in a million years thought that I would do. And so I still was anxious, and I was running low on my superpowers. And I saw the sign for Magnolia's. I got in line and I did get some baked goods. I found a spot to sit and watch people and enjoyed a blonde brownie. It was amazing, especially after not having sugar for 12 days. It gave me this like warm sense that everything was going to be okay, that I was going to be all right. And I don't know why a brownie and sugar needed to be the thing to do that, but there was comfort in having that baked good. Not to mention they were absolutely amazing. So I just told you, I said they, which means yes, I ordered more than one piece of deliciousness. I also got a lemon square and a regular brownie. So I had the blonde brownie first and then was able to walk around some more. I was feeling really good. Could have been the sugar, right? Coursing through my veins. After a while, time was passing and I was feeling a little more anxious again. And so I have more sugary courage in my bag. So I grab a seat in another location and sit down and enjoy. I saved lemon square for last because I love lemon squares, and enjoyed the regular brownie and just watched people and really took in the sights of my surroundings. And then a little later I had the lemon square. It was the best, and it my mouth is watering just thinking about it. It was amazing. When I returned home, I had to go to a conference, and the conference was local. It was here at home, and they had these massive cupcakes. When I say massive, I mean they were huge. You guys, I can't even begin to describe the beauty that was these cupcakes. And I was good at first, but then something broke in me, and I grabbed a cupcake. Oh, because there was a coconut cupcake. Coconut is one of my favorites, and it was worth it. I ate the entire thing. Now that I'm at this point, I have fallen off the wagon. I have that cupcake. Then at the end of the event, they were giving cupcakes away. Now I should have just walked away. Come on, you guys. I should have just walked away, right? No, I did not. I left and went home with 3 more cupcakes that I ate over the next 2 days. And the lethargy, the everything that I fought so hard to shake out of my system was back like never before. I cannot tell you. Now, I'm not going to say I'm disappointed in myself. I did very well for 12 days. And I know that my stressor was the thing that kind of tipped the scale, not quite in my favor, but it is what it is. And so I am contemplating, how do I go about this again? Some often, and I do believe moderation is the key to all things, but some things, some folks just can't be You can't, how does that go, guys? Some things you just can't be moderate with. I feel for me, sugar is one of those things. I don't know, maybe it's no candy, but you can have like tasty coffee creamer, or, you can have all the cough drops you want. I don't know. And yes, I have a thing for cough drops, but there is a happy medium somewhere, I believe, I hope, where I don't feel the lethargy. My stomach, I'm bloated again. Like, sugar is no good to me at all. But I'm hoping in this massive sugar fail that there are some life lessons that I can apply to the rest of my life, right? So I know that the initial fall came in the midst of an anxious period. What can I do next time so that I am better insulated or protected? Like, life is going to happen. And so I need to be prepared. I have all these tools for my other mental health issues. Maybe there's something I can do for sugar. Maybe we can get Chef Alexa to come back and talk about some ways to better integrate sugar or sugar-like substances back into our diets, because I know I'm not the only one out there that's dealing with this, especially now for the holidays. A lot of folks are baking, and there's cookies everywhere and cupcakes and cake and all that deliciousness. Fudge, oh my gosh, yes. This is the time of the year for all of the good stuff. And so, as I continue to, my mouth continues to water. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's so hard. It's hard. But I know that I liked the way I felt when I wasn't eating sugar. I liked the lightness that I felt. I liked the clarity of mind. I liked not having that sleepy afternoon. Like, I almost dozed off in a meeting today. I could feel it just, kind of setting in. And that was sugar. And so I want to make sure that I am being fair to myself in all things, right? And I would love to hear how you guys are managing. If anyone has given up sugar, if anyone has gone down this road, if you were able to find a happy medium somewhere, I'd love to hear about it. So post in the comments. I want to hear your stories. Have you had a sugar fail, and were you able to hop back on the wagon? I want to know all about it. Until the next time, be the light and be kind to yourself. It is okay. We try. We don't always win. But even in that fail, there is a lesson. There is hopefully some laughter, and you can always get back up again, right? So until the next time, I encourage you guys to be the light.